My focus is very clear: to make Bayelsa a more secure, prosperous, and unified state. My focus and my commitment to that is unflinching.
Hello, Bayelsans and the land beyond. The program is Relax with Governor Timmy Silva. Your Excellency, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You just celebrated 1 year in office, and to round it off, you were in church where you charged Bayelsans that the rebranding process should actually start from within.
Right now, the buzzword around is rebranding, but we must go beyond the slogan. What are we doing as a people, collectively and severally, contribute to the greatness of Bayelsa? If you look at the history of Bayelsa State, you know that we were part of River State. We were not a state until 1996.
You see that when the state was created, there was nothing here. From basically infrastructure to even human capital development was lacking. So in all sectors, in the agri sector, the same thing. Road construction, the same thing. So all these become challenges of government.
His Excellency Chief Timmy Silva, the man who's done so much for the children of this state.
I have the privilege of working with the 3 elected governors, and by the grace of God today, the young man we have as governor, Chief Timmy Silva, and each time I talk about him, I said the man is too brilliant. This government, to me, have been able to prioritize these challenges and been tackling one after the other, and today we have a story to tell.
People say there is poverty. And I agree there is poverty. I see it. But now, what is the problem? Is it just the government that is the problem? Is it the church that is the problem? Is it the schools that are the problem? What we want to see is how to get the state so that all of us will become conscious. Because no matter what I think as a vision, no matter what I think as a governor, as long as my people do not share that vision, it's a waste of time. Like, for example, let me just, because I know we have to take some call. Let me give
The governor's radio show, Relax with Governor Silva, it's one area where the government has been very, very bold and inclusive. There are very few state governors in this country who are able to host a live show, just for fear of what people may come out to say.
You're on. The governor is listening to you.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm listening.
Hello. So what do you want? What do you want the government to do for you?
I want the government to intervene. I want you to intervene.
Unlike in the past where you have had to be very, very connected to be able to meet the governor, it's very easy for an ordinary citizen of Bayelsa State to speak to the governor through the radio program.
But what is the name of the caller? Okay, tell him to come for breakfast. Okay.
When you bring a topic that is very, very critical, the governor will again invite you to meet with him on a breakfast table.
Okay, thank you. Nigeria is like a lot of people in a plane. We have gone into a plane, all of us, some of us dressed in our suits, some of us dressed in our traditional wear. Some of us sitting in the first class, others sitting in economy. And we're just sitting there and the plane has not taken off. Suddenly somebody will just wake up and say, oh, why has this plane not taken off? Maybe it's because the next man sitting next to me is very fat. Then the fat man will be blaming the thin man. It's because if you had brought a fat person on the other side, maybe the plane would have balanced better. We are quarreling, but nobody has realized that there is nobody in the cockpit, that is a pilot, to drive this plane. So the plane has been on ground since 1960 till now. What we are trying to do is to see how we can create an economy that can drive and move the state forward. What are the things that will drive the economy of Bayelsa? Do we at least build one capital to a point where the capital is at least internationally recognizable as a capital? When we came in here, there was nothing in Yenagua. Yenagua itself was also a village.
We have about 150 ongoing projects. Some inherited, some we awarded. Then within Yenagua, we awarded well over 40 internal roads, which is making life much easier for people living in the capital city. Of course, we also deal with public buildings. We completed the Treasury building, we completed Secretariat Annex, and we are also now completing the Judiciary building.
These are the kind of things we are building for the future, for people to come and see, because we are trying to build a model city in the Niger Delta. This place is 85% water, so if you are a lover of water, this is the place to come to. No, but we have gotten to the point where Yenagua is beginning to look like a capital, if you agree with me. And we have to get ready for the future Yenagua, which is the post-conflict Yenagua.
Before the government came into office, there are a lot of problems that affect the state. They're trying to even bring down the economy, and that is that of militancy.
Following the ongoing military onslaught against militants in the Niger Delta region, some Ijo indigents living in coastal areas of Ondo State have begun fleeing their communities for fear of being attacked by men of the George.
The present trend of militancy is the result of the age-long neglect of the Niger Delta. Therefore, people started to form groups. Believing that we are fighting for a